We have packed agenda for today and will be covering areas like ESG, IFRS 17, what's next, comparison and contrasting of motor and medical trends between UAE and KSA, and risk management, followed by a panel discussion with some of the CEOs in the region. Without further delay, let's initiate our conference with a keynote address. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to Mr. Ali Bhuriwala, Executive Director at BADRI.
Thank you, Shruti, and Assalamu alaikum, and good morning to everyone. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to the 7th Annual BADRI Conference. This started off as an experiment in 2015, but it has grown due to the participation and active participation from all of you. We have today a total of 150 plus registered people from around 60 plus companies across the insurance spectrum: insurers, reinsurers, brokers, consultants, service providers, you name it. We also would like to welcome our international guests coming in from Saudi Arabia. The UAE insurance market has posted robust results for the first 3 quarters of 2023, with the insurance revenue up by 17% as compared to the same period last year, and the profits have also shown a growth of 19%. However, this profit figure is a bit biased because if you look at the top 5, they have posted growth in profit of around 29%, and if you remove those, then the industry, other players have posted actually a decline in profits of around 20%. Almost half a dozen companies are still showing regulatory insolvency, but there is a lack of action from the regulator to make any punitive action against them so far. Is merger and acquisition a possible solution to the solvency conundrum? Does post-merger operations and balance sheet of companies reflect the synergies that the M&A people seem to talk about continuously? Or alternately, having an ERM framework is the solution for avoiding the solvency? Both these issues will be addressed by our speakers later on in this presentation. If you ask the most commonly spoken number in insurance companies over the last 2 years, that number would be 17. IFRS 17 is here and it has been implemented. Companies have been issuing the financial statements as per IFRS 17 from Q1 23 in both UAE and Saudi Arabia. However, is that the end of the journey or is there a chapter beyond the implementation? That you will also hear from our colleague in the presentation to come. With motor and medical insurance being the 2 largest retained portions of business in both Saudi and UAE, no discussion would be complete by looking at trends in motor and medical insurance in these markets. We have seen the motor rates in Saudi Arabia going up in 2023 on the back of losses that companies booked in 2022. In UAE also the rates have been going up, and the recent decision by the CB to remove the circular allowing a blanket 50% discount will hopefully make things better. On the medical side, for the premium and claim going down, is it just a reflection of downgrading of the network or benefits? We will have all these interesting snippets also in the presentations to come. People talk about sustainability and ESG, and a number of companies have actually produced ESG reports as part of their annual submissions. But is this just a book exercise, or companies are actually adapting their business practices to align with sustainability goals? That is the question that people need to answer. Everyone in UAE would be aware of the Fujairah floods last year, which caused a lot of insurance losses. And on the Saudi side, there have been more than a few Jeddah floods in the last decade. Is this a result of climate change? Are climate change and other risks, emerging risks, companies should be considering as part of their underwriting strategies and risk management? The COP28 to be held in the UAE later this year shows this region's commitment to address climate change, and the insurance industry would have to adapt accordingly. When we speak about governance, usually what comes to mind is corporate governance. But how many companies have embedded data governance frameworks? As that is also a key component in managing risks and improving decision making using that data. We will look at the needs and benefits of an efficient data governance framework as well. I hope that you find all these sessions useful and the next 4 hours are worth your time and you take away positive learnings from this. I thank you all very much again for attending, and thank you very much. As part of all the sessions, we will have interactions with the audience, and we will be using the polling through a thing called Mentimeter. So just to test this out, I would like you all to log in with this code and just answer this question, please.